Okay, take three. My doggy barks really loud in the beginning. I'm Jenny Gage of Life. Take two. And it's a no makeup week this week. Well, I don't know. It's no makeup day today. So, whatevs. There you go. Yeah, well, eyebrows, but that's not makeup. That's just like God should have given me eyebrows, but he didn't. So I have to make my own. Okay, you guys don't care about that. So this is an update to meeting in real life and also slash my story of how I met Hot Jeep Dad because a couple of my girlfriends just texted me because I posted on Facebook. And so I'll just do a double whammy. So it'll be like a personal story and then a life takes two story. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. That's a super cute shirt. What is that shirt? We're packing, so it's super messy. That's so cute. I love it. Where's Theo? He was chewing something. Okay, so a couple months ago, I decided to go offline dating. Now, I was dating kind of 6 different guys all at the same time, but none of them were like clearly the guy that I wanted to be with, thus 6, the number 6. That's a lot. So, so back up. So I was in love with Sean in St. George, and he was clearly the wrong person for me because he flunked the selfie test and so many other tests. So that was just a no. And also he lives in Utah and I live in Arizona, and those two states border, but they aren't like, he's not in my hometown. So that was a complete disaster. Anyway, where am I going with this? So I went offline, and as some of you know, if you follow us, please like, follow, and subscribe to our divorce care, new beginnings, rebuilding your life when you didn't expect to page and YouTube and stuff. But yeah, so we went offline. We did all of our little videos, and I said no more Tinder because Tinder was making me feel like a hoe bag, and like it was so gross. Like I'd wake up in the morning and have all these like 50 guys like messaging me, "Hey, babe, you have beautiful blue eyes and I like your smile and good morning," with like roses and hearts, and it was just ridiculous, and I just hated the whole thing. Thus the 20 videos on dating sucks. So went offline, and I pledged that. And also part of the reason I went offline, the high school principal who said, "I hope I never show up in a YouTube video." Yes, Mark, high school principal, you were in a YouTube video because you were insanely insane. And after that, you were the very last person from Tinder that I will ever meet the rest of my life. I swear to God, if I have to become a nun at some point, I would prefer that to an experience with a psycho like you. I'm just going to throw that out there. No last names, but yeah, so there's that. So offline, and okay, so here's the funny little story. I love this so much. So, well, it started off like not such a great. First of all, like 2 weeks ago, I ran out of gas. First, I had a court thing. I don't know if I love this hat or not, but I'm already wearing it today, so, and I already started the video. So I had court. First, I taught school in the morning, and I was sitting down with my students, and then I remembered that I had court, some divorce court thing that day. So then I hopped in my car and ran really quickly to the court where I was late. And so then I had court, and it lasted way too long, and then I had to pick up Chloe from her high school to get her to an appointment. And so I was running super fast, and I was almost to the high school. Like I could almost see the high school, and my car chugged, and I ran out of gas. And it was like 106 degrees. And I was angry, and I was mad at God, and mad at Jesus and everybody. And I sat there on the curb crying, and I texted my ex if he could come help me, and he was in town like a mile away, and he said no. So there's that. And so my attitude was getting worse and worse and worse. And then I started crying, sitting on the curb in 106 degrees, and Chloe missed her appointment, and the whole thing was a complete debacle. But thank you, Natalie, and thank you, Dwayne, and thank you so many people for being kind and being willing to help. Finally, these policemen that are not real policemen, they're just there for soccer moms who run out of gas, pulled up, and they had a little gas thing, and they gave me 3 gallons, and I went on my way to Costco gas to get gas and picked up Chloe and whatever. So I had just run out of gas the week before. And this particular night, it was a Wednesday night, I think that Brenna had been driving my car a little bit the day or two before, and I got in the car and it was like totally out of gas. And I had to run Brody to Scouts, and Chloe had youth group or something. And anyway, so I had a really bad attitude. I got in the car and I'm like, poor me, I'm a single mom. I probably only have $70 left in my bank account. And now I'm going to have to spend $50 of that on gas and blah, 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 blah. But I drive myself to Costco gas. And on the way, I actually put in a couple songs. And I can't remember what they were. But I think of Mercy Me. No, Lauren Daigle, You Say. and something else. And I was just trying to like get my mojo on so that I could be like more happy and just boost my vibrational frequency, right? Not because Sean tells me I have to, but because I actually enjoy having a boosted vibrational frequency. So I pull up in Costco gas in a $3.98 black tank top from Walmart. And by the way, I have a dozen of them because they are the best tank top in the world. I wear them literally, and Kevin now knows, every day. I do not remember having a bra on because I thought I was just running the kids to something and that I wasn't going out in public or anything. So I wasn't dressing for anybody. My hair was a complete disaster. And I was in cut-off Old Navy sweat shorts that were jean shorts that were originally Chloe's, I think. And they're like 10 years old. And originally they came from DI, not Old Navy. So they are like trash panda jean shorts. And so I get out and get gas. And I was leaning my back against the gas pump, getting the gas, and up roars this gorgeous, what? Go ahead. This gorgeous Jeep. Just don't play your music because I'm YouTubing. And out of this Jeep at a completely busy, packed Costco gas station in Gilbert, Arizona, steps, and I've said it's like a Hallmark movie channel. This guy, the way he stood, the way he carried himself, the head of dark hair, the crystal blue eyes at a distance flashing at me. So I'm sitting here against the gas pump, like getting gas, and I look over there and it's like, ah. And as he's getting out, no wedding ring. I don't see a wedding ring. And I peek in the window of the Jeep and I'm like, is there a wife in there? Is there a woman in there? There was somebody in there, but it was a little girl. And so I'm sitting here getting gas going, so I'm dating in real life. I just did a YouTube video on how me and Don are not going to meet people on Tinder. Here's my opportunity to meet the most girls. He is the most gorgeous man. He's mine. You can't have him. So don't I'm not telling you this so that everybody looks him up. Hands off, for real. Just let me have him. So the most gorgeous man that I've ever seen in my life, right? How do I walk up and meet this boy? So I'm thinking, peeking through my hair and trying not to let him think that I'm a creeper, which it turns out he's a creeper, but let me get to that part. So then I see that he has a cracked windshield and I have a windshield business. Yay! Thank you, Jesus. And the rocks on the freeway. So I very trying to be chill, but I'm sure that I was super nerdy and I'm sure that I had a look on my face and then I was I don't know, probably walking crazy. I walk around to the door of my car and I grab my pen and I write my cell phone number on one of my business cards. And then my heart is beating out of my chest, girls, beating out of my chest. Hello, Theo. Theo. And I walk up to this gorgeous man. And the closer I get, the more beautiful he is. I mean, you can be cute at a distance. The closer I get to this man, the more beautiful he is. And he sees me and he flashes me this wicked smile. And I flash him what did he call it? My cheesy, mischievous grin or whatever. And I walk up and I say something to the effect of, cute dad, cute Jeep, ugly windshield, let me fix that for you. And I go to hand him my business card. And this boy looks me dead in the eye and says, and even the way he moves his hand to take my card, he's so graceful. He has these muscles. I'm all fluff, and he's all the opposite of fluff. There's no fluff. They gave me all the fluff. They gave him all the muscle and bone. And he looks me dead in the eye and he says, oh my God, you're Jenny Gage. In the most beautiful voice, by the way. His voice is oh. So that's not creepy, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I'm Jenny Gage. What's that all about? And I was like, yeah, how do you know me? So he's like, I followed you. I follow you. What? So I give him the card and I ask him a couple questions about, are you married? Which he was mostly unmarried. Separation debacle, now divorcing. He explained. Anyway, so then we talk for a couple minutes and I walk away and he tells me his name. He's like, yeah, I've commented on some of your stuff. What's that? Yeah, she's taking a shower. He's like, I'm YouTubing, dude. I can't look at that right now. I'm supposed to like do surgery with a Band-Aid right now. I'm YouTubing. So I talked to him for a couple minutes about like what his Jeep paint color is called and all this other stuff. And he says, I've commented on some of your things before, and he spells his name for me. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm thinking it's either really cool or it's really creepy. I'm not sure which yet. And then I get in my car, like the gas thing goes click, and I very like nonchalant, looking like a total nerd, like probably like walk up and take the handle up. Did I even wave goodbye? Kevin, did I even wave goodbye or anything? I don't even know what happened on that day. I remember nothing. But I got in the car, I picked up my phone, and I called Dawn. And I said, oh my God, Dawn, I just met the hottest guy. I just met the hottest guy. Oh my God, here's his name. And I spelled it and I said, find him on Facebook and don't let me forget that name. Remember that name. And I said the name. And I get home and look this guy up anyway. So that is how I met Kevin. And I'll tell you, it has been the most amazing experience. I didn't know what the word love was before. I've been using it wrong for 1,000 years. But okay, and here's why. It's just as an update. Okay, so there's the Kevin story for like everybody who's like, where the heck did this guy come from? And what do you mean you met him at Costco gas? So now like whenever I get gas, I like kind of like cry. Like I was getting gas the other day and the Costco guy was like, hey, do you need any help with anything? I was like, no, but can I tell you a cool story? Like I met the guy I'm going to marry at Costco getting gas right here at this pump. And now I always have to wait for that pump because that's my pump. And he's like, no way. And I was like, yeah, maybe we should have our wedding here, like under the awning. But anyway, I love him. Kev, I love you. You're earth-shattering. You've thrown my whole entire galaxy into another orbit in ways that nobody ever had before. Okay, so this is not just a little love thing for everybody to watch, but except maybe Kevin. So as an update to meeting in real life, Kevin and I talk about this all the time. I know that people meet online. I would not have swiped on Kevin. I wouldn't have. And he is absolutely perfect for me, from even little things like how he lives in my hometown, so like Joe's barbecue is his thing too, and he already takes everybody there on their birthdays, and he knows how to go around places, and we both go to the same gym, which we joined together with a family pass for all 7 of our kids. We have a lot of kids. And to the big things, that physical attraction, that chemistry was a huge thing too, because I've dated guys that I get on a date and it's just no good. And the spirituality, all this stuff, everything was there in real life that wouldn't have been there in Tinder. And he couldn't have done a profile that would have interested me. I just don't think that his profile would have been meaningful or interesting to me, which makes me think that online dating is just kind of a hit and miss anyway. So I would say, as an update from this girl, meet in real life. Absolutely meet in real life. Okay, and then as an update is a little addendum to Kevin. So he actually first saw my post on Go Gilbert asking for a church. And he like commented about his church. So we met on Go Gilbert. You know, Tinder, you put all your specs and you put your resume up there. But on Go Gilbert, what he saw was a little blonde girl going through a divorce who wanted a good church. And I kind of gave my specs on what I wanted for a church and what that was all about. And that interested him. If he had seen me on Tinder, I doubt that he would have swiped on me either. Who knows? We'll never know. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad too that like the first time that I ever saw him wasn't just like, oh, look at this tender guy, cute, like that memory of that. Like I can feel the breeze, that hot breeze on my face, and the way that he grabbed my business card and the little bit of a heft when he lifted the half of it. And I can still like feel his voice reverberating in my ribcage when I think about that day that we met. Meet in real life. It's like a multi-sensory experience. It's amazing. On my deathbed, I will close my eyes, picture the smell of engines running and, I don't know, gas pumps and blue eyes flashing at me. And the sight of that smile. Anyway, sound of that voice. Okay, this concludes this super goofy video. Meet in real life and get gas at Costco. And if you do, and you see a really cute guy behind you, it's a really opportune time to just walk over. What's funny is like now that I get gas, it's like I've never in my life walked up to a guy at a gas station. I can't believe that I did that. I don't know what was going on, but God told me that that was my husband. So, did I say husband? Okay, so that's going to be another video about the girl who says she'll never get married. So, that's later. Okay. Thanks for watching. My mom's really mad about this whole thing. We yelled at each other on the phone last night. I don't care. I'm an adult. Thanks for watching. Life. Take two.